The following video is how to add a new job or file to the FILER software system. I'm currently on the main screen. If we look on the left, near the top left, we'll see the Add New Job. I left click on there and this will open the following screen. We see now that I'm on the job assignment. The default is for today's date, which is May 22nd, 2013 when I received it. The received by is the person that I'm logged on as. If you want to, you could track who you received this from. Perhaps it's a plumber or from an agent. To add a contact to the job, we have two options. We have an existing contact, which would be this field here, or we can add a completely new contact. The first I'm going to do is I'm going to add a contact who I already know I have in the system. This is the insurance adjuster, and I will begin to type, and it's going to type ahead once I hit 3 letters, and it's going to search and display the Roberts. In this case, I quickly see that it's the Right Coast Insurance Company Robert that I want. I will left click on there to select that particular adjuster. For the reference number, in this case, I'm going to put Robert's claim number in. And if I was going to invoice him directly, I could click the invoice button here. I'm now going to click the Add Selected Contact to a Job. Left click, and we'll now see that it's starting to list contacts already on the job. If this is a typical assignment, there's often going to be an insurance adjuster or a company that we're going to bill. As well, there's often a new person, perhaps the insured who owns the building. In this case, I'm going to add a completely new contact by left clicking here. This is now going to bring up the screen for my new contact. I'm going to scroll down so you can see a little more information. I'm going to put the first name in, and this is a file from Steve. And I'll just type in last name. And again, I'm going to stress that the importance of having a lot of detail on all of your contacts. We see that the software will allow you to add a street address. We have a number of types of addresses we could put. Again, the goal is to have as much contact information as you can on all of your contacts. We see that we also have the ability here to add phone numbers. These are extremely important in maintaining a contact. We can quickly add 2 contacts on this screen. The contact type is also important. In this case, I select that this is the insured owner of the property. Once I'm satisfied that I have the information in, I can click on Save New Contact. Obviously, in this example, for speed of the training video, I'm not adding the extra data, but we would strongly recommend that entering a contact with such little information as displayed here would not be a good business practice. I hit Save New Contact. We now see that there are 2 contacts on the job. Continuing on, now that I have the new 2 contacts on, again, we could continue to put in marketing information here. So follow whatever your company protocols are. It's set up to have it referred by marketing here. Again, if your company has a more detailed marketing program, when you click the screen, you would see maybe you have a new radio advertisement spot, and you would list that here. Divisions, again, would follow whatever your company protocol is. Job type for here, I'm select that this is a fire job. We now see once I enter the job type that is presenting me with a series of dates. I can quickly add the date of loss. If this fire occurred Monday morning, I can add that. I can also put the exact time in if we want to. This fire was a 3:30 a.m. Fire. I can track that. The date started would be the date we arrived out on the site and began to do the work. Perhaps we weren't called the following day after it was cleared by the fire department, and I'm going to say that we were out on site at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to continue to scroll down on the new information on this job. The job overview would be intended to remind users as they log on to this file, perhaps 60 days from now, exactly what is this file. If it was a protein fire in the kitchen, lots of smoke damage throughout the house. Again, you can see as we scroll down We've left a lot of fields that you can track. This would follow your company's protocol and would be dictated by the administrator and or owners. The job reference at this point, I would like to spend a bit of time. The job reference will display and be an important piece of tracking and finding files. In this case, if you recall, it was Steve, last name was the insured. It's also given a job number. We strongly recommend that you put both references in here. So this was last name, given name is Steve. This will allow us to track and follow this file. The job owner was the default person logged on, but I could click on here and select if it's somebody else in the company. I could put that name in. And again, if you have branches, you could add. Once we're satisfied with the basic information, we hit save. And now we've created a listing of the job. You can, once again, you could add more contacts if you were to return to this file by clicking on the job contact screen. I wanted to click on that screen because it could also show you how we can see how the invoice or reference has shown and displayed on the upper left. This will help you to locate job files. When I click on the file main screen, I'm showing the open job listings to demonstrate how we have both the last name and the job numbers. This makes searching much quicker for any of the users of the system. And that completes the overview of how to add a new job or file to this software system.